y'all, get ready with me, a brand ambassador edition. All right, so if you don't know, my name is Deronda, and my IG is at it's Deronda with it's DeRonduh. It's a play on my name. And you can find me on Threads as well. I post a lot of this information on Threads. But I am sending this to YouTube as well to share the wealth and knowledge with the community. There's a lot of people who are not familiar with the brand ambassador or promotional marketing, experiential marketing sector, industry, field, whatever you'd like to call it. So in a nutshell, what's a brand ambassador? As you can see, a brand ambassador or BA is a person who promotes a specific brand. They are consumer facing, right? This person is knowledgeable of the brand. They hand out a lot of, you could say, freebies, giveaways. We call them premiums to consumers to get something in their hand, pretty much as a, I guess you could say, as a thank you, complimentary gift, and or continue to spread that knowledge when they get home, right? The awareness of the brand, because you have this giveaway, you take it home, you're like, oh shoot, like the brand is on there. So then you might go and look up the brand if you aren't familiar with it. If you are already familiar with it, cool, like you add it to your things that you already have, right? So a brand ambassador attends multiple events all over the country. They can be as small as a pop-up at a store, as you can see at the bottom. What is this? Bottom left. This was, I think it was Whole Foods. I did a in-store demo for, we zoom in, CC's Veggie Company noodles. This was a minute ago, y'all. I don't do demos anymore, but this was fun because it was easy. Like, it was so easy for me to make this little pasta. It's like a veggie pasta. Like, these are veggie noodles or zucchini noodles. And not like pasta noodles. So, everyone's into being healthier, vegan, vegetarian lifestyles, and just, overall doing better. So it was very easy for me to talk about the product because I also align with, being more healthy overall. And it was Whole Foods, and everybody there pretty much just wanting to be healthy. So I put the noodles in the little pan, as you can see to the left, and warmed them bad boys up. Put a little bit of the seasonings on there. I think they told me I could only use like pepper and salt. And then I put marinara sauce, and boom, it was done. And then the cups right there to the right were what people sampled it in. So it was literally like a few noodles, sauce, seasonings. And they're like, oh, this is good. And I sold out. So easy. Easy peasy. But yeah, that's CC's. That's the in-store demo. And then let's go to the right. So this one right here, it's a little blurry. Ew. But it's, if you can see, it's Sheertex. Sheertex is a tights brand, and they are featured in H&M. So I had to go to different stores, H&M stores along the East Coast to promote Sheertex. As you can see, I have the tights on. I have like a little display where I showed them how durable the tights are, and, gave them a lot of them, as in like consumers at H&M, and also the staff and management. So I gave them the product knowledge and also did some merchandising and took pictures at H&M. That was also very fun, very easy, very simple. No issues. Okay. I think this was my first event right here. Oh, shout out to the clear camera. Okay, True Runner. This was a marathon. And as you can see, there's a spin the wheel where the marathon attendees and their supporters will come to the table, spin the wheel, and they get a prize, some swag from True Runner, and that's it. Just handing out prizes. Very, very, very easy. You see, I got the True Runner swag. I think I still have that shirt, and this little headband thingy. Okay. And this was a recent event, as you can see, 2024, the Anita B, the or Grace Hopper celebration. So I was a brand ambassador for Anita B, and I had to scan in attendees for the registration for the conference. It was about a week long in Philadelphia. Super easy. Again, if you like talking to people and just meeting people, it's just literally like an everyday part of your life. This isn't what is it? They're usually not a difficult task. Like I said, super simple. Show up very charismatic, professional, polished. Smile on your face. You see I'm smiling at all of these pictures. Like I'm mostly smiling throughout the day, every day. Like it's very simple. This is brand ambassador work, y'all. Okay, so let's get into the guide on what you should wear as a BA. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, BA basics. So these are my suggested items to get started in the brand ambassador world. You probably already have these items. So number one, always, 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 always have a pair of non-branded. All these items should be non-branded, okay? Solid, non-branded black pants, khaki pants, a black shirt, a white shirt, black sneakers, white sneakers. Those are, you need those. Those are essentials. A fanny pack is essential to me because as a woman, right, we have things that we have to carry throughout the day with sometimes on us. I have the lip chap on here as well. Not a necessity, but if you're going to be talking to people, you want to make sure your lips are not dry. Also, add in some water. Probably should have put some mints on here, not gum, because you don't want to be chewing gum while you're engaging with consumers. Again, you are consumer facing, and you want to put on a professional, polished image for the client and the brand. So if you decide to get a fanny pack or a small bag, make sure it's something that's a neutral color. This is yellow, but I guess you could say it's yellow, mustard, khaki. Canva didn't have black ones that I liked. So, but I would suggest a black one or a white one or khaki. You can sometimes have it on you while doing the event or nearby because it's so small. But these are the essentials to get started. Usually when you're booked for an event, they'll say, come with a pair of black pants on, a black shirt. We'll give you a branded shirt. But if they don't have branded shirts, you'll keep the black shirt that you have on. That's why they say non-branded. Okay? Non-branded, free of stains, free of wrinkles, all of that good stuff. Like, show up and show off, okay? Look the part. If you want to get booked again, look good, okay? The khakis, that's kind of phasing out. I haven't worn khakis to an event in a while. I know sometimes the summer events will say, wear khaki like shorts. So that's just something to consider. Maybe get some khaki shorts for the summertime. But usually it's black pants or black shorts. Not any kind of joggers or yoga pants or sweatpants. Like black kind of slacks or just, regular pants. Sometimes they'll say you can wear black jeans. So just just read the fine print, read the details in your confirmation emails to know exactly what you can wear. These are my suggested basics, and they never fail. Okay? Next, we're keeping it simple. Okay, I, of course, got this template from Canva. Shout out to Canva Pro. And made some adjustments, of course, for the BA world. Okay, so let's just zoom in. At the top, first of all, this is kind of like a non-traditional resume. It's a resume of like a creative, I guess you could say content creator, or someone in the promotional marketing field. Yeah. So put your name, of course, phone number, and where you want the company to reach you, your residential address, or wherever you say you reside or receive mail. Your name, and experiential marketing at the bottom. And then this is a cute verb that I put together so eloquently. Skilled in building strong relationships, delivering key brand messages, and driving consumer engagement to enhance brand awareness and loyalty. Sprinkle, okay? You can add on whatever else you need to add, replace whatever you need to replace. If you don't like it, I love it. Actually, might add that to my resume. Okay, then you want to get into the work experience. This is a sample for those who, as you can see, it shows previous BA roles, or I guess you could say promotional marketing roles. So the first ones, you put the brand that you worked for. You were maybe a sampler. So yeah, I know I was in Whole Foods, and that was for CC's Noodles, CC Noodles Co. And I would say executed over how many in-store demos. So let's say executed over 20 store demos for 5 weeks, or 2 months, and surpassed prior brand goals of whatever the goal was previously before you started doing it. Or you don't have to add that in. You could just say I executed over 50 store demos in 6 months for inside Whole Foods stores all over the Pennsylvania area, or all over whatever area you're in. And then you could also say, and I reached 1,000 consumers, or 100 consumers daily. The numbers matter. This is marketing, so make the math make sense, make the numbers make sense for what you did, and always go back and check, because whenever you do these events, there's recaps you have to complete, so you can go back and check your numbers to make sure it aligns with what you actually did. All right, second gig, brand ambassador. So the brand could be, whatever brand you want it to be. Dasani water. Or, what's that new store? Lidl. So maybe you helped launch Lidl grand openings in 2019. So launched 5 grand openings for Lidl supermarket, and engaged with 500 consumers at each grand opening. You could also say, and handed out over 1,000 premiums per event. Okay, third gig, street team. This is when street team, you don't really have like you don't have a footprint, or you don't have, how do I say this in other words? There's no station for you to really stand at. You are walking the streets. You're a street walker. I'm joking, but Usually it's a group of people that get together with like flyers or premiums, and there's no like setup. So you're just walking around to attendees of the event, or consumers, if you would like to call them that, handing out branded items. So you could say, let's say you went to a football game, engaged with over 3,000 fans at the home games for the Cowboys during the fall-winter season of 2018. Boom. Those are the numbers. That's your experience. Bada boom, bada bam. If you don't have any BA or promotional marketing experience whatsoever, then you would just check into the experience you have. If you have customer service experience, plug that into what I just said, right? Make sure you add the numbers. Make sure the numbers make sense. Okay, languages. This area is very important. A lot of companies and brands are international, or if they're not international, they're domestic. They're in areas, or they have activations in areas with consumers who speak languages other than English. Okay? So Spanish is very, 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 very big. It's almost as big as English, in my opinion. That's not a fact. So, since I am bilingual in Spanish, I have Spanish here. There's a lot of people who are bilingual in Spanish. And then the dots are to show your level of proficiency. I put French as well. I don't know any French. This is a sample. So you can remove that if you need to. Keep it. Add another language. Whatever language you are proficient in and can have a conversation with a consumer about in a experiential marketing setting, put that on here. If you don't feel confident about that, don't put it on. And then down here, open to domestic travel, just because you can work as a local or you can work all over the country, as long as you're willing to travel for it. Okay, up here, this is a slot for your picture. You would put a headshot here. You can also put, if you want to spice it up, a previous event photo or like a professional photo that you have. You can put that there. This is something that I added in because a lot of times companies, before you're prior to being booked as a BA for a specific brand, the client may have questions and they want to have like an interview with you, virtual interview, or sometimes they don't even have an interview. They just look at these resumes, right? So boom, why wouldn't you put your descriptive words to describe your personality on your resume, so then that can give a little human touch to this piece of paper, right? So I put on here confident, polished, welcoming, and reliable. These are key words, adjectives, descriptive words that are beneficial to being a top-notch brand ambassador, okay? Why wouldn't you want to be confident? If you're not confident in yourself, means you're not confident in presenting the brand, and the customers or consumers or attendees will also see your lack of confidence. So make sure you have confidence, okay? Do what you need to do to boost up your confidence. Put that on your resume. Polished. You always got to make sure you're professional and polished and look the part, meaning hair and makeup is done. If you're a woman, as a man, you're well groomed, right? Clean shaven, all of that. You know, if you have locks, make sure those are neat, just being polished and put together, well groomed. No wrinkles on your shirt, clothing, no stains, no holes, rips, none of that. Make sure you are good to go so you can get booked again. That's how you stand out. Welcoming. Yeah, you want to be someone who's charismatic, friendly, cordial, kind, smiling. You're welcoming. Even if you aren't in real life, that's how you describe yourself as a VA, because you can put on the face for the time and for the right price. Okay? Reliable. You're not someone who is calling out and being late, coming back from breaks late, not coming back from breaks, all of that. I've seen it all in the BA world. I've been doing this for quite a while. So these are four solid words that I would keep on my resume if I were you. Okay, skills. It's skill time. Relationship building. At the end of the day is going to end. But also, before it ends, you want to make sure you build those relationships with those consumers for the brand and for the client. Okay? Ultimately, when consumers are connected to a brand, not just based on the aesthetic, but also possibly an emotional connection, they are likely to be a more loyal customer. Okay? And if you're the one who's connecting that consumer on an emotional level, kudos to you. Okay? 10 out of 10 for that skill, and that will get you booked consistently. Team building. When you're a BA, usually you're not by yourself unless it's like an in-store demo or like an off-premise liquor sampling. You just need one person. Usually you're with a group of other BAs, so you want to make sure that you're able to work effectively in a team. Time management, that's pretty self-explanatory. Are you effectively able to manage your time? Again, showing up on time, a few minutes early to make sure you're ready to go by start time. Showing up to your breaks on time, all of that. Adaptability, pretty much how flexible are you? Can you adapt on site? If you were given a certain position and you get switched last minute, are you able to be flexible and effective last minute to still get the job done? Conflict resolution. And that's just about problem solving. Like, how are you going to be able to solve problems? Do you have that skill? Are you good at it? Are you bad at it? If you have it on here, I would expect that you're good at resolving conflicts. Tech savvy. It's 2025. Everyone should be tech savvy. No excuses. Content creation. If this doesn't apply, let it fly. You can remove the skills as needed, or you can keep them. Add in your own. Do what applies to you. References. And do not put my name as a reference, y'all. I do not know you personally. Unless we have worked together, and I've said you can put me as a reference. If we haven't, please don't. Okay? I don't make referrals for anyone that I don't know personally and that I have not worked with personally, to be able to assess their work ethic and to assess that person as a person and their character. So the references you would want to put down is someone you may have previously worked for or worked with, a friend, a family, whomever can vouch for you. If someone calls based off of this resume, right? So that's it in a nutshell. We don't need to drag that on. Let's go. All right, some pointers. Because I've been seeing a lot of this within the past several years of being a brand ambassador and being in the promotional marketing, experiential marketing sector. So often people will leave early or they will leave as soon as the gig is over. Instead of doing that, let's do this, y'all. Let's take a few minutes to thank the booking agent if you haven't already, but thank who booked you, because there are probably hundreds or thousands of people at this point applying for the same gig, especially if they're like high profile events. So a simple thank you email expressing gratitude is sufficient. Don't bombard them. Don't go overboard. Don't send anything. Just a simple thank you email. 1 sentence, 2 sentences. Your on-site contact, that would be sometimes it could be the client, like the actual, like let's say you're doing an event for Adidas. So someone who works directly with Adidas, maybe your on-site contact, or you could have a team lead who was booked through the same company that you're booked with. They may be the only contact. Either way, still take a few minutes to thank them, and then go about your day. Thank you for this opportunity. This was great. Maybe give a little bit of feedback, and go about your day. Don't rush off. We're not rushing off. Yeah, you show up, you get paid. These events are usually fun, pretty simple. But I'm telling you, if you do this, you'll increase your chances of being booked consistently. And the BA world has gotten very competitive, strangely, but sometimes these are the things you got to do to stand out, period. So listen to me. I've been doing this since 2015. I'm an OG. Okay, instead of applying to one gig and waiting for a response, apply to multiple so you'll have many opportunities. Always keep your options open. Don't bank on one specific gig. Okay? That's just, make the math make sense to you. If you apply to one, what are the odds? Versus applying to 20 or 10 and getting booked, right? Remember, there's hundreds to thousands of others all over the country looking for BA gigs and looking to get booked. All right, and last but not least, although I said there's a ton of people in this industry, not sharing opportunities with good people, right? Good people that you know, good BAs that you know, because you believe there's a scarcity mindset and that things are going to run out, is only going to block your blessings in the future. Again, I've been doing this for a while, so listen to me. Or not, and try it out, YOLO. But at the end of the day, the more opportunities that you can refer good people who are, they have strong work ethic, they're professional, easygoing, reliable people, like, you will be blessed, okay? 10 times. There are hundreds to thousands of brand ambassadors and people looking to get into this industry. There are also hundreds to thousands of experiential marketing staffing companies who are looking for people. Okay? Nothing is going to run out. There's enough. Everyone's in their own lane. At the end of the day, you do the best that you can. Be your own best. Yeah, I guess there is fake competition. But like I said, if you look at the math and look at the numbers, you'll see what's really, what's really going on. What it is that people aren't getting booked because they just aren't fitting. They're not doing what they need to do. So if you do what you need to do and go a little bit above and beyond, a little bit, it'll pay off. Okay? Don't do too much. And that's all. You can get started right now. If you need more details or have questions about the promotional marketing industry, you can contact me. My name is Deronda. Again, it's ITSDERONDUH. Like Deronda. It's just a play on my name. You actually spell my name DERONDA. You can also call me D. And that's it for now. Toodles.